That I'm honest to God. If you want to help them gather up the people who are doing that particular thing. But if you act out against the public and the protesters in particular, acting like it's one big giant group with the exact same motivation amongst everyone, then you give them more cover. This is just dumb.
It's water. And
it's water.
They have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy.
First of all, I think we all appreciate the Crocodile Dundee reference that we're seeing right before our eyes. I mean, a can of soup in a purse snatching, probably your best weapon. But is someone trying to tell me no one can throw a brick? Thanks, lady. Appreciate it. A
can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right?
Yeah, you really can. Not obviously now. Espresso, maybe, or you want the condensed soup, you know what I mean? Because if it had the water added, that's a little hard and it'll tumble end over end. I mean, we're not talking about Progresso. Chunky? Nobody's throwing chunky. Why would you throw soup you can eat with a fork?
Yes, sir. And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family.
That's what they say. Really? No, that was soup for my family. Why is it 18 feet away? Well, I can throw it further than a brick. No, what? This is a brick for my family. I'm building a home. Jesus Christ.
You're so innocent. This is soup for my family.
That's what they say? Please tell me there's video of somebody going, but this is soup for my family. Please tell me they have like a really cliched accent from the 30s. But sir, this is a soup for my family. Why would I throw? This is a soup for my family. It's Chinatown, Jake. But it's soup. Shit.
It's incredible. And you have people.
It's incredible. People throwing. This is soup. I want them to arrest the dude who is catching the cans of soup. This is soup for my family. Like these dudes trying to hit cops, and this guy's just running along, snatching them and throwing them in a bag. Soup. This is soup for my family. Latka Gravis is just snagging them at the rim. Thank you very much. Punk. Oh God. Oh, that'd be so funny. Why are you catching all these cans? Because it is soup for my family. If it's soup for your family, you're on the wrong side of the line. Why did you join the police force? It's the greatest place to catch soup for my family.
Coming over with bags.
That's what they say. Bags of Pippi says bags of soup. Oh God.
Soup. Big bags.
Big bags of soup.
For my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup. Big bags.
Okay, that's got to be a soundbite. Holy shit!
It's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick; it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right?
Yes, sir.
And then when they get caught, they say, "No, this is soup for my family." They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police.
And what he's talking about, by the way, is the frozen water. I haven't seen the bags of cans of soup, but in Chicago, there was a strategic attack where they used pipes and they pulled their sign across and they planned this whole thing. They changed outfits. They had bags of frozen water. They're assholes. Arrest them. They have nothing to do with Black Lives Matter protests. This is just violence and organized violence. But bags of soup.
And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force.
And it's got vitamin C and fiber. It's got force. What? If soup hits you, it's worse than a brick. This is really weird.
It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
Look at him. He's looking right into the camera right now. I'm telling you, this is holy shit. Oh, God. Look at him. He's staring right in the camera. He means this. We're going to start Soup Force. Absolutely. We've got to fight back. You whip a brick at someone, and the problem is you look up, who doesn't like a nice can of soup? So there you are, bing, right in the forehead. If it was a brick, you'd go, bricks are coming. Everybody else is happy to see soup, and the next thing you know, you're dead.
Is it just protesters? Isn't it wonderful to allow protesting?
Isn't it wonderful to allow protesting? That's what, the worst thing was when Nicole Wallace was, they were showing videos of people chucking cans of soup at cops, and she went, isn't it wonderful to allow protesting? Words never said on television. Yeah.
No, and by the way, the media knows it better than we do. They know
what, that you're insane?
what's going on. I don't know what's wrong with them.
I don't know what's wrong with them. They keep pointing to the fact that they get all fixated on the fact that I retweeted a woman who thinks demon semen causes fibroid cysts.
Our country a tremendous disservice, I'll say that.
Thanks, Mick. This one is especially good. I thought it would be a soft one today, Mick, because I'm always concerned about anything he does with cops, because I have family who are law enforcement. You have to understand, I am very realistic about the job that law enforcement does. I have no illusions that somehow it's easy and all this Monday morning quarterbacking that happens with a lot of this shit that goes down. I don't do that at all. So when this is the kind of stuff, I'm like, this is the kind of ugly shield this asshole puts up in front of himself. People who really do tough stuff for a living. And then he's like, I'm just like them, but Christ.
But in cities all across our nation, we've seen
soup, attacks with soup, and they don't even follow it up with dessert.
Our police
There's soup, and then the main course, and then cake.
officers so badly assaulted. In Portland and the other cities,